Hello guys, this is Jandronique, but everybody calls me Jay. And this is Let's Travel with Jay. All of your travel tips, hacks, different countries that I visit and states that are in the United States because I am from Louisiana. But I love a change of scenery. But anyway, so today's video is going to be travel hacks and tips. Basically giving you guys some tips on how to travel, how to make things easier, and how to save money. Those are the biggest three important things that comes to traveling. So stay tuned. My travel tip number one is roll your clothes. Rolling your clothes basically helps you have more room when it comes to your luggage or your personal item, whatever you choose to use when traveling. It also helps with like wrinkles, so you won't have any wrinkles in your clothing. So it really helps. You're able to bring more, so like shoes or clothes, which I advise is not really good to always bring a lot of clothes unless you're like that person. But me personally, personal preference, I rather not have a lot of clothes because I don't like carrying a lot of things, and I don't check in my bag. I rather know that my luggage is safe and with me instead of getting lost, because that does happen. So roll your clothes, guys. So I know rolling your clothes, everybody probably does it or everybody know about it. But another tip, and this is travel tip number 2, is to put a dryer sheet in your bag. And the purpose of this is because sometimes if you have like smelly clothing, where you've used them throughout the week when you were on your trip and you didn't have a chance to wash, or if you have like smelly socks or whatever, and you're tired of your clothes smelling not fresh, dryer sheets does help keep that scent. So it really helps. I do it all the time when I travel. I just put a dryer sheet. I already have dryer sheets for when I dry my clothes at home, so just pop one in your luggage gear and you're gonna be smelling like you just washed your clothes. So the next tip, travel tip number 3, and these basically consist of like all the batteries and chargers that you need. So I potentially take my Sony camera because it's my smallest camera, and I rather like tote that around in my purse. It fits in like my fanny pack and stuff like that. I take my phone, and that's basically it. That's the only things I take, and I'll take like a portable charger. So these tips consist of basically buying a portable charger. You're not going to always have access to a wall plug, potentially because they might have a lot of people catching your plane. Sometimes when you're out and about in a different country or in a different state, you're not stay put, so a portable charger does help. Basically a smaller one. What I have a bigger one. This is called Black Web, and I really don't remember where I got this from. I think I got it for Black Friday, and so I love it. It's very convenient. I don't have to look for wall plugs everywhere I go, so you should definitely invest in one of these. Now the next one is to bring a power strip or extension cord, and because of this, you're able to use extension cords further instead of having to go sit by, just in case like they have other people in that area. Power strips and extension cords give you leeway to be able to sit farther than the wall plug. And I essentially take these every now and then. Like if I bring my computer, I know like when I studied abroad in Spain and China, I brought my computer, so I'm able to type up my papers, and it's pretty long flight. So if you're coming out the US and you're trying to go to Europe or China or Europe or Asia, or any other country, it takes a long time to get there. So you essentially can do like work, things that doesn't have Wi-Fi. Now if you want to spend them dollars on Wi-Fi on the plane, go ahead, but me essentially I prefer not to use the Wi-Fi because they have movies. And the next one is put rechargeable batteries in the fridge. And the purpose of this, batteries only taking 90% of the charge. I researched that. And so if you put the rechargeable batteries in the fridge, it contains the 100%. So that's a pretty good hack that you guys should follow if you are taking rechargeable batteries. I do take rechargeable batteries for my cameras. So yeah. So the next tip number 4 is so use straws and Tic Tac containers to carry spices. So a lot of foods going into different countries, a lot of places the food might not be as seasoned as you like. Now I am from Louisiana, so baby, we do like spicy crawfish, crab, whatever. I love spicy food. I love seasoned food. So I do order little packs of Tony's, and Tony's, if you don't know what Tony's is basically the season of Louisiana. Everybody use it basically. And I'll take little packs of Tony's, or just like little packs of like salt and pepper that you can bring to restaurants or to your hotel so you can season your food. And so I essentially use Tic Tac containers in order to keep them safe, where if they tear or anything, it won't be all over. And I know exactly where all of them at. So. Travel tip number 5. Eat at expensive restaurants during happy hour and lunch time. Now during lunch, most restaurants have a lunch menu, so it's more cheaper, it's smaller portions, which is most of the time to me is enough food. You don't have to overeat yourself. And I particularly don't like eating leftovers because I might be leaving the restaurant and walking somewhere else and I don't want to carry it. So most of the time I'll just leave the food there because I wanted to try it anyway. Happy hour. They have happy hours at a lot of restaurants. You can use Google Maps to kind of pinpoint the different restaurants in the area of maybe your hotel or wherever you're sightseeing at. You can look on their website and see if they have any happy hours. Tip number 6, bring a water bottle to the airport. And the purpose of me or someone else bringing a water bottle to the airport is so you don't have to pay for a $3 water. That is not cute. It's expensive because water is surely not $3. I don't care what type of water it is. And I mean, it's more convenient. So now you can't put the water in it before you get to TSA, but you can have the water bottle, an empty water bottle with you. And once you do get past TSA, you can fill that water up. There is water fountains and stuff like that at airports, so that is a very inexpensive way to travel. Travel tip number 7 is to fly budget carriers. So the ones in the US is basically Southwest, Spirit, Frontier, JetBlue, Copa Airlines, stuff like that. They are much cheaper most of the time. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes like Southwest, they might be more expensive, but another difference between like Southwest and the other airlines is that they give you 2 free bags. So if you're a person that brings a lot of clothing and luggage, then you should definitely get on Southwest. Amazing. I flew them many of times. Also Spirit and Frontier, I flew with Frontier and I've flown with Spirit. The only thing about them is that they charge for everything. So when I did go, I only brought a carry-on and a personal item. Spirit, I know that you only can bring like a personal item and you have to pay for like a carry-on or something. So if you don't want to pay that extra luggage cost, which is between $30 and $60, then I advise you just to carry a little bit. So tip number 8 is take pictures of your luggage and clothes. So this helps to better identify where your luggage is in case it is lost. Is for basically to show the people at the airport that, hey, like, this is my luggage, this how it looks in the inside if you do go look through it. So yeah. Travel tip number 9 is to use binder clips in order to protect your razors. So if you use razors and you don't have the covers for them, you can always use binder clips, so when you do put your hand in your bag to get anything, it won't cut you. I've been cutting before by my razor when I would travel because I'm like looking for stuff or picking up clothes. So binder clips does help prevent this. And travel tip number 10 is to use ATMs to get local currency, or you can carry emergency cash before you even get to where you're going. And because of this, a lot of the exchange rates are higher when you get money from airports. So the bank ATMs are usually lower percentage exchange rates. And also it's way better to just maybe get it from your bank beforehand, before you travel. And that's what I usually do. It takes maybe a day or two in order for that to happen if you're doing it last minute, but it saves you a lot of money. Alright guys, that was your 10 travel hacks and tips for the next trip that you're going on. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, show your girl some love, and you will see me next time.